What's up, y'all? My name's Kaylee. Welcome back to this video. Today I am going to be giving you a tattoo tour, a tour of my body. The only person who's ever been on this tour is Paul. So welcome aboard. I am going to be telling you what it was like being 16 with tattoos, because I got my very first tattoo like 2 months after I turned 16, so I was really young. I was pretty young. I guess it's not the youngest ever, but like I was pretty young. I'm gonna tell you what that was like, and I'm gonna tell you how bad it hurt, and I'll show you the order I got them and the stories behind them, what they mean, and all that shit. You know, a tour of my tattoos. Alright, y'all hoes, so the very first tattoo I got was this Love Yourself one, and I got it because I needed the reminder to love myself. I struggled with depression, self-harm, and all that stuff, and the pain really wasn't that bad. It was the easiest of all my tattoos, and I really love it, and I had to get it in this big open spot so everybody knew I was a bad bitch. I also didn't do a great job taking care of it. That's why some of the ink pulled out, and I'll get into that later, and I'll give you a tip on how to prevent it. Alright, so the second tattoo I got was this big old rose on this big old spot on my arm. It took up actually a lot of space on my arm. I didn't really have a reason for getting this. I just wanted everybody to know that I was a bad bitch with the big ass rose tattoo. And right here hurt the worst on this tattoo, and I would probably never go around that spot ever again because it hurt that bad. I just really love roses, and I live for this tattoo. It's probably my favorite. So this is my third tattoo, and this is my favorite because it has the most meaning to me. It was for a close friend of mine who passed away, and if you can't tell, it is the Cheshire Cat, or as I like to say, the Chester Cat from Alice in Wonderland, which was used in her ceremony, and it was her favorite movie, and it is also one of mine, so a great piece. Absolutely love it. Okay, and this next one is really janky, and it looks like that because I did it my very self, and it's obviously a pineapple. This one definitely hurt the most, and I didn't say in my last one the Alice in Wonderland tattoo did not hurt at all. This one is by far the most painful tattoo that I've had because it is in my ankle area, and later on I added this sweet dude. They both look like complete shit, so let's not talk too much about these ones. Okay, so this one is supposed to be a camera. It looks more like a retarded tractor. The pain was not bad at all, and I think it's super cute. Alright, the next one I did myself, and they're these little tiny mushrooms. As you can see, they're really shitty, really janky, but they're cute, and I live. They're so cute, and they're a great little piece. This next one I also did myself, and I went way too deep on the M, and it's scarred over. It looks really shitty because it's in Paul's handwriting, my best friend, but I live, and it's a constant reminder, oh, there's a close-up on that M, to be a brave-ass bitch. Alright, so those were my tattoos, and I told you about the pain level in them, and like I said, the worst one was probably the pineapple. Nothing else really hurt that bad, but like, you know, everybody takes pain differently. The best thing I could explain a tattoo feeling like is being burnt. And a lot of people say like a cat scratch, but it feels to me like I'm being burnt with like, or like electrocuted, like little shocks. That's what it feels like. And the aftercare is pretty easy. You know, wherever you go, people will usually tell you how to do it depending on where you get it done. Which I don't recommend you do tattoos yourself, and I don't recommend you go to like kitchens and shit and get them done because that shit's not safe. Being 16 with tattoo. Paul, could you move your legs for a second?
Sorry.
Being 16 with tattoos was different, and I remember I had a job which was very strict with like tattoo policies. They had a tattoo policy where you cannot have tattoos, no tattoos allowed ever, and if you do, you have to cover them up. And I went in and took like a test because you get to go in and you have to retake tests and like be updated on the policy. And I took a test, or I read this document that said tattoos were allowed as long as they're not on your hands or neck or face. And that day I went and scheduled a tattoo appointment, and I got one. I did get a lot of comments like, you need to slow down, you're only 16. But I'm the type of person that's gonna do what I want whenever I want, and when people tell me not to do something, I'm gonna go and do it 10 times harder. I definitely don't think I'll ever regret my tattoos because, you know, every single one of them has a story of their own. So honestly, if you're gonna do something, do it. Who cares if you regret it? You'll have the story of it. And yeah, I don't regret any of my tattoos. I love them all the same, like even the stupid ones, like they mean something. So pain wasn't very bad. It was all very easy. And there are definitely a lot of judgmental people. Like, I would get comments in school. I had a lot of people telling me what I should and should not do, and that shit don't fly with me, girl. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. I really love tattoos. I'm gonna get so many more. I don't think I'll ever go on my hands, face, or anything like that. Do what you want. And if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, go for it. Just be careful, take care of it, wash it, put ointment on it. And I use, for my tattoos, is A&D cream, which is diaper rash cream, but it works really good, and my tattoos healed up really nicely. And I see a lot of people's who use like lotion and shit, they turn out to be not very good. Like, they start to flake off. And the Love Yourself one, I actually used lotion on, and if you remember in the clip, there was like pieces missing, and that's the one that turned out the worst when I used lotion. So the rest of them I used A&D, and nothing was wrong. It's all perfect. If you have any more questions about tattoos, you should comment down below, because I will answer them. Like I said, I love tattoos and I love everything about them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my links will be down in the description below, so go follow me on all that shit. And yeah, stay tuned for my next video.